great.
And together we are...
And luggage only!
Yeah, so we wanted to start a new series where basically we just talk to you about some of our favorite places we've been to, and I guess in a way it kind of provides some information, maybe even inspiration, about where to go to next.
Today we are talking to you all about England, where we think you should go.
I mean, it's places we've been to as well, and it's places that we know are amazing, and hopefully we'll be able to tell you why they're amazing. But anyway, let's just get started.
Yes.
So the first place on our list is the Isles of Scilly. Now, for me personally, it is like as close to the Caribbean as you can get without actually leaving the UK. It is amazing.
I think what makes it really cool is the fact that it's like 30 miles from the coast of Cornwall, and he said Scotland, from Cornwall, but actually it gets the jet stream that comes over from like the Atlantic, so you get that really hot weather that's like much more than say like Manchester or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know about this till we showed up there, and I thought Cornwall was going to be beautiful, but what I didn't expect was that actually like the waters are like clear, like crystal clear. You can see like it's blue, it's clear, it's amazing.
The second one for me is the Cotswolds, and I think that's more of a region, I suppose.
It's like a treasure trove, I think, of old English villages and I guess towns. It feels like England from storybooks, if that makes sense.
The only thing I would say is it's probably a best area to actually explore in a car.
Yeah.
It's not that great to get around by bus and stuff like that. So if you have a car, perfect.
If you go in a bus, I think you'll be there for ages. Trying to get around.
Yeah. Thirdly, I would say the Jurassic Coast. I remember doing like assignments for it in geography in school, and I remembered writing about Durdle Dawn, how it formed, which is this like massive archway that goes out into the sea. And from that moment, I knew I had to get there. Took me about 15 years though.
Which is actually, I mean, it's surprisingly quite close to where you grew up in.
I know, it's a few hours away.
Yeah. I think my favorite things, well, actually it's two things. One of my favorite things about it was the fact that you can actually find like, what's the
fossils.
word? Fossils, that's the word I was thinking of. If you're really, really lucky, and this has happened, you can actually find whole dinosaur skeletons on there.
Crazy.
Yeah, and I think my other favorite bit as well is actually just a natural landscape around there. Like you've got like Old Harry's Rocks, like you've got like you said, Durdle, where it's just this magnificent kind of cliff edge formations. It's all beautiful. So this one is one of my favorites, and it's York. I actually almost went to university in York. I've always loved York. I've always wanted to go, but for some reason we've never actually explored it properly, and weirdly enough went to Yorkshire, like just generally everywhere else in Yorkshire but York. And so eventually we were like, look, we've got to do this, we've definitely got to go there. And I eventually did, and it was amazing. It was everything I hoped it would be. It was beautiful.
It's that kind of city that's like, it's small enough to get around, like so you can literally walk the whole city. It's really easy, but it's literally got so much history to explore.
Guy Fawkes
actually grew up there.
Yeah, you can see his house. You can go to his house.
We went to his house for a drink, remember?
Yeah, it's a pub now.
This shambles, which literally looks like something from Harry Potter. So heading north from York, upwards, you've got the Lake District, which is one of the UK's newest UNESCO heritage sites, I think. But
is it?
Yeah, I think it is.
Oh, I didn't know that. If you love a good walk or like a good hike, it's a good place to go to. I think it's just one of those places where you don't even have to make an effort to look for somewhere beautiful. Like you can just go for like a small walk somewhere and you'll just find, bam, great view, another great view, another great view. It's just amazing.
Looking down south, all the way down to Cornwall area, you've got the Watergate Bay, which...
Loved it.
So nice. It's like one of the nicest seaside breaks I think we've ever been on in the UK.
I think so too. It's basically Watergate Bay itself. There's a hotel that is the Watergate Bay. Yeah. Then the bay itself, the beach area there is also Watergate Bay. It is, isn't it?
Yeah. It is,
yeah. It is just gorgeous, beautiful sands. Another big one was like the Isle of Wight as well. And again, this is one of those places in England where we've always wanted to go for the longest time.
Yeah.
Didn't get to do it till like a few months ago, and it is amazing. The thing about the Isle of Wight as well, I think it gets really busy in summer, but if you go just before the start of the season, or even just after the busy summer season, like it is still warm, it's still all the nice things you were going to go for, but you get a lot of it to yourself as well.
Also, it's one of the favourite places for Queen Victoria.
So we're still alive now, apparently.
Okay, this is like 150 years ago.
Yeah, I know. He said it like, oh yeah, Queen Victoria loves to go there. She went there last week.
Queen Victoria went last week. But yeah, she loved it there with Prince Albert, and they used to spend a lot of time on the island. So heading up north to the east coast, you've got Northumberland, which
East Coast, West Coast,
which is castle country. Is literally where there are the most castles. The most
Castles in a county?
The most castles in a county in the UK.
Oh, in England? Or is it the UK generally?
Oh no, I don't know.
Yeah, I know that it has a
shed load of castles.
Yeah,
Like,
I know there's a record for the number of castles that it has. I think for me, beyond the castles, I mean, I love a good castle, as you can tell. Beyond the castles, though, I think it's also the more natural side of things. You saw puffins there as well. We saw seals. I think you can even see dolphins there as well.
Apparently, if you're lucky, you can actually get to see whales as well.
Yes. Yeah. So another easy favourite, and I think this one is probably easy because also it was so easy to get to from London, is Norwich. It's a beautiful English city, but I think one of my favourite things about it is just the history. The history is incredible. And it's very evident everywhere you go.
Just over from Norwich, down that way, and then this way down a little bit, you've got Oxford, which is another great city, especially if you want to go from London because it's so close. And you can...
Oh, sorry, I just have to say, if you have a map, just use that. Don't use those directions.
My points is not going to get you anywhere.
I know, it's like, here, there, I feel like it's one of those English cities as well that needs like no introduction. People seem to know it. I think if you don't know it for the city itself, you'll know it for the university or for Harry Potter, or there's just lots of reasons. Yeah, that's where the hall in Harry Potter, like Christ, I think it's Christ College.
Oh, I didn't know
like the Harry Potter hall.
You didn't tell me that when we went.
I did. I did. I feel like I have the same conversations with Lord Rice Sage, and then Lord is like, sorry, what did you say? I'm like, I've told you this 10 times now. But yes, Oxford is an easy win.
Yes.
Beautiful. And I think the colleges as well in the university, I think they're always worth visiting, especially the ones you can get into, because they are grand old buildings.
Yeah.
They are amazing. Which brings me to the final one, which is, wait, it's not the final one. I think it is, yes, Cambridge. The thing we didn't mention before, Oxford, Cambridge, they are probably about 45 minutes to an hour from London. It's such an easy train ride from London. Also, I think one of the best things is it's also quite easy to explore on foot. I think that's one of my favorite things about it.
Also, you've got to make sure that you get to King's College Chapel. It's stunning. And you get to see is it what do you call that thing? A mave or a no? There's a wooden structure inside.
Is it it's not a mace, is it?
No, it's not. There's a wooden structure inside King's College Chapel that Henry VIII gave to one of his wives as a present.
See?
Yeah. More you know.
Again, similar to Oxford, but Cambridge, the colleges are beautiful. They're always worth visiting. Definitely check that out. There we have it. Those are our top places to visit in England. If you have any questions at all on any of them, just feel free to drop us a comment, leave us a message, anything, and we will get back to you. Anyway, this is goodbye, and we shall see you in time for the next one. With my bye dance.
I know, right? It's like, what is that? Is that what we're doing now?